Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we delve into the dark side of this exhilarating sport, exploring some of the most tragic accidents that have occurred throughout its history.
Did get airborne. Oh, look how far it's gone.
Today we pay homage to the lives lost and the lessons learned.
An absolutely smeared championship protagonists have taken each other.
So buckle up and prepare for an emotional journey as we remember the unforgettable stories of Francois Savert, Peter Revson, Helmut Koenig, Tom Price, Roger Williamson and Riccardo Paletti. Our first tragic chapter takes us back to the 1970s, a time when safety regulations were still evolving. Joachim Rindt, an incredibly talented and beloved driver, met his untimely end during practice for the 1970 Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Rindt's Lotus suffered a mechanical failure, causing him to crash into the barriers. Despite the efforts of the medical team, Rindt's injuries proved fatal. This devastating loss marked the first and only posthumous Formula One world champion. Moving forward, we reach 1973, a year marred by yet another tragic accident. Francois Savert, a rising star and teammate to the legendary Jackie Stewart, was posed for a bright future. However, during the final qualifying season for the United States Grand Prix at Watkins Glen, Savert lost control of his Tyrrell, crashed violently and was killed instantly. This heart-wrenching incident shook the Formula One community to its core. 1973 was also the year of a horrifying incident that occurred during the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Roger Williamson, a promising young driver, encountered a tyre failure that sent his car into a violent crash. Tragically, the car caught fire, and despite the desperate efforts of fellow driver David Purley to rescue him, Williamson lost his life in the blaze. This heart-wrenching incident highlighted the urgent need for improved fire safety measures and rapid response protocols. As the 1970s continued, we find ourselves reflecting on the tragic loss of Peter Revson. Revson, a talented American driver, competed for McLaren during the 1974 season. During testing at the Kimula circuit in South Africa, Revson's car experienced a suspension failure at high speed, leading to a catastrophic crash. Despite the best efforts of the medical team, Revson's life was cut tragically short. The incident emphasized the need for ongoing safety improvements. The 70s proved to be an incredibly challenging period for the sport. Helmut Koenig's accident during the 1974 USA Grand Prix stands as a somber reminder of the risks faced by Formula One drivers. Koenig, driving for Surtees, collided with barriers at Circuit Watkins Glen, New York, and the impact sheared off his car's front end. The inadequate barriers at the time were unable to prevent the fatal consequences, highlighting the pressing need for enhanced track safety measures. Our journey now takes us to the 1977 South African Grand Prix, where the world witnessed the tragic demise of Tom Price. The Welshman, a highly talented and promising driver, lost his life during a chaotic race at Kyalami. Price collided with a young marshal named Frederick Van Vuren, who had inadvertently run onto the track to help another driver in distress. The collision was devastating, resulting in the loss of both lives. The accident sparked a significant push for improved safety protocols and increased awareness. Lastly, our journey brings us to the 1982 Canadian Grand Prix, where Riccardo Paletti met his untimely end. Paletti, driving for Osella, was involved in a multi-car collision at the start of the race. His car struck the stationary Ferrari of Didier Pironi, causing a severe impact. Paletti's car caught fire, and despite the prompt response from the medical team, his injuries were too severe to overcome. This incident served as a poignant reminder of the need for enhanced driver protection systems and emergency response measures. It is crucial to acknowledge the lasting impact these accidents had on Formula One. The loss of these talented drivers shook the sport to its core, promoting significant safety advancements that have made Formula One what it is today. From improved car design and track safety measures to enhanced fire safety protocols and emergency response systems, these tragedies forged a path toward a safer future for all drivers. Thank you for joining us on this emotional and reflective journey through the history of Formula One's most horrific accidents. Remember, while we celebrate the triumphs and victories in this sport, it is essential never to forget the lives lost and the lessons learned. Stay tuned for more gripping stories and thrilling moments from the world of motorsport. Until next time, stay safe.